Hello everyone, welcome back to Take the Snap. I'm JJ, and in this episode we will be talking about the latest NFL headlines. We will be talking about the latest free agent signings, trades, extensions, and more. Let's begin. The Chiefs have signed former Bills punter Matt Araiza. He is going to probably replace Tommy Townsend, who is going to be a free agent, and he said he was proud and thankful for this opportunity. The Lions have re-signed kicker Michael Badgley to a one-year deal. He was with the Lions during the playoff run and a little before that, and he was competing with Riley Patterson for the kicker job, and he won it, so they have given him a one-year extension. Before I go on, I do want to remind you that the salary cap has increased to $255.4 million, so a lot of these players that are coming up will get a lot of money because the salary cap has increased. And this is good for teams to note because they can pay free agents more going on, and the free agents we're about to talk about will get paid more. The Dolphins are expected to release two of the big defensive stars, cornerback Xavier Howard and edge rusher Emmanuel Ogbah. If the Dolphins designate Xavier Howard as a post-June 1st cut, then they will save $18.5 million in 2024. And if they cut Ogbah, which they're planning to, they will save $13.7 million, but they will have $4 million in dead money. Xavier Howard, he's been a really good corner, but it's just the cap space. The problem is he's been progressing throughout his years, and as he gets older, he's not getting any better. The Bengals have franchise-tag wide receiver T. Higgins. He will be paid $21.8 million fully guaranteed from this deal. This is a great decision by the Bengals. T. Higgins has been one of the best wide receiver twos, if not the best wide receiver two in the league. The Bengals are really good at having a really good wide receiver core, and this is just a great decision all around. The Bengals should have definitely used this, and that's what they did. And T. Higgins, he is going to stay a Bengal, and he will have Joe Burrow throwing him the ball. And I think that's great for both sides. The Buccaneers have released outside linebacker Shaq Barrett. Shaq Barrett, he is 31 years old, and he was due only a $1.2 million base salary, but he had a $14.1 million cap, and that will save the Buccaneers some money. He has made the Pro Bowl 2 times, and he's been a really good outside linebacker, and he's been very solid. This season, he had 4.5 sacks, which is very good. But in 2019, he had 19.5 sacks, league high. You have to save money in this league. It's hard. I know they didn't want to release him. But, if you have to get under the salary cap, you have to have money to sign free agents. And that's just what they had to do. Like I said, he's a really good outside linebacker. I expect somebody to sign him. But, like I said before, he's 31 years old. He's not getting any younger. He's probably not going to get any better. So I understand why they released him. The Chiefs have released wide receiver Marquez Valdes-Scantling. This release will save him $12 million in cap space as MVS was going into his final season of a 3-year deal. I like Marquez Valdes-Scantling as a wide receiver. The production hasn't been there, but I think he's very talented. I think he'd be like a good wide receiver 3 on a team. I think a team will pick him up. He had the game-sealing touchdown in the AFC Championship versus the Ravens. And I like Valdes-Scantling, like I said before. He will definitely get signed, but the Chiefs did release him, and as of right now, he is a free agent. The Vikings have informed running back Alexander Mattison that he is going to be released. He was the top running back for the Vikings this season after they traded Dalvin Cook. He had 700 rushing yards on 108 carries and only 3.9 yards per attempt and 0 touchdowns this season. He did not have 100 or more yards in any game, and in his 11 out of his last 16 appearances, he had 45 yards, including the final 3 games of the season. And he has been tough, he's been doing tough. But with Madison on his way out, Ty Chandler is the only running back on the Vikings roster. That's it for today. Thanks for listening to Take the Snap.